Hello and welcome back to the channel, everybody, and today something just a little bit different. We're here in Farming Simulator 2019 and I'm checking out the very good New Zealand map by Smith97. It's called Otangiwai and I'm looking forward to having a bit of a look around. Obviously I haven't done any Farming Simulator 2019 videos on the channel. I did quite a few of Farming Simulator 2017, but I'm actually looking forward to having a bit of a look around this map. So if you do enjoy Farming Simulator content, let me know down in the comments, and perhaps I'll look to run a series on this farm. Let me know in the comments how you want me to run it, the sort of mods you want me to run, whether you want me to run seasons, all that sort of stuff. But in this video what we're going to do is just take a bit of a casual stroll around the map and see what it's all about, and check out this cool little New Zealand setting that Smith97 has put together. And if you're watching the video, Smith, big shout out to you. Hope you are going well. I'm looking forward to checking this out. So for those of you who are from New Zealand, you'll certainly recognise the Elders logo there in the background on the big shed there, a local New Zealand company. So let's jump into our car right here. Not a car, our truck, and let's just take a bit of a look around. Let me zoom out. So we're in the yard right here. We've got the river in the background, and we'll just go and check out some of the key features here on the map. Now, from what I understand, all the fields are already unlocked. I will need to confirm that, but that's the way Smith97 usually does it. And straight off the bat, the thing that cracked me up big time is we have got KFC right here. So if you're getting that feeling that you need a bit of crispy chicken, then there you go. You can jump in here and fill yourself up. The good news as a farmer is obviously you burn a lot of calories, so hey, get in there, eat as much of that as you like. A New Zealand staple, as well as available all around the world, obviously. And then we've got BP Connect here, which is a service station in New Zealand too, so that's great to see that. So straight away I'm definitely getting New Zealand vibes. And as we go around the corner here, we're in the township. I mentioned Elders before. They're there. We've got the golden arches. You've got to have the golden arches. A sure takeaway in any city you're going to go to. And then we've got the Shell station right here. They're actually called Z in New Zealand, but obviously probably don't have assets for that at this point. And then we zoom down here and we've got some workshop facilities. And if we just jump into the map right here, you can see that we've got a selling point. Let me have a look here. It's to the right. It looks like there's a selling point around here somewhere. Actually, after referring to the map, this is the spinnery right here. So that's where you can sell your wool bales. So let's move on down the road a bit. I'll zoom out once again so you can get a bit of a look at the landscape right here. And we've got that little pond in the background looking quite good. So we'll just zoom around the corner here and we'll check out some of the fields. I'll meet you once we get a bit closer to them. One thing I will just point out here, everybody, there's no way you're going to see any New Zealand petrol prices at $1.25 per litre. At the moment, over here for 91 octane, it's about $2 New Zealand per litre. Sort of varies between $1.95 and $2.10 at the moment. Okay, before I make my way into the yard here, we've obviously got this big field in the middle right here. Let me just bring it up. You can see the map to the left-hand side there, and we've got 6 fields that are available, and they're already set up, ready to be planted, etc. Cultivated, planted, ploughed, depending on their current state. I haven't had a look, but obviously they've already been, there's no grass on them, they're all ready to go. If you look up on the back of the map, as you can see in the background right there, we've got a number of quite steep pastures there, and on the map icon you can just see them as just straight out grass. But what you are able to do up there is get out the good old plough and plough up the fields and then prepare them to be planted with crops. So you do have 2 options there. One, these pre-prepared fields down on the flat, but also if you want to extend your farm, you obviously have that ability then to prepare the fields up there in the background. Okay, we're in one of the main yards right here, so you've got plenty of storage right there for equipment. You've also got a shed here. Let me just jump out. I'm pretty sure this will probably open for more storage space. It does indeed. And we've actually got a workshop in here by the looks of it. Hold on, I've been eating too much KFC. I can't fit through that door. Looks like we've got an engine, or it may not actually be, I was going to say an engine hoist. It's probably for hoisting everything bus engines, but we've got our workbench right here. And obviously the place you can adjust and customize your vehicles and all that sort of stuff. Looks like we've got a MIG welder. and a bunch of other different little equipment right here. We've got tools on the side of the wall. It's quite a nice little feel in this shed right here with all this equipment. Done a very, very good job. He always does with this peripheral stuff around the place. We've got some oil in there, some oil drums, and some more freestanding tool kits right there, tool boxes I should say. This is the main shed. We do have like a little sort of, looks like an office right here. If we just walk in, we do indeed. It's even got a TV, how about that? We've got the good old microwave and coffee maker. Can't go wrong there. Sit down. This looks like it's a smoko room. Gets a bit hot in the summer down here. So you need the fan. We've got the refrigerator. And we've got some nice cool water right here. So everything's put on for the workers around here. We've got a container here, no doubt for storage. Doesn't open. There goes one of those other fields right there. And the good old number 8 wire fences around the edge of the paddocks or fields. Which are very much a New Zealand thing that you'll see. Let's just move over here. We'll run. Let's see if we can open this door. We can indeed. Whoa, look at the colour of that floor. And we've got another very large storage shed in here. So obviously you could put your combine in here, or even just store basically bales, or you could store anything in here really. It's going to keep it nice and dry. So we've got the silo storage right here. And that is marked on the map, so that's where you can store all your grain. And we've got obviously our silage pit over here. So it's not the biggest silage pit you've ever seen, but it's certainly going to be big enough to be able to make plenty, particularly initially. Over in the background there, we've obviously got a hill with a number of trees. So it'll be interesting to see whether these trees, I don't have a chainsaw on me, but it looks like these trees would be fellable. And then obviously converting into wood. So yeah, that should be some extra income there if you want to do that. Over in the distance here, you can see quite a large forest on the hill. That's probably a better location to go ahead, cut down those trees and look to do some logging. You see the farmhouse in the distance. We'll jump in the car and we'll go over and check it out a bit more in a minute. But we'll open this gate up and we'll take a look. And as you can see, this field has been ploughed and I think cultivated. Actually, it's saying it's owned by Dieter Holzman. It needs ploughing and it needs lime, in fact. We can see the info down the bottom there. This is something I'm just going to have to learn a little bit about Farming Simulator 19 because I just really haven't played it much at all. But okay, I thought that we did own all the fields automatically, but we don't. You're going to have to purchase this if by the looks of it. So that's... oh, we've got the birds here, they're flying away. So that's something that's a little bit different than Smith 97 would usually do. But I can't see, there must be a location around here that allows you to buy those. Anyway, with that said, let's go and check out more of the farm. Okay, just a quick follow-up to my land question. I've answered it myself. As you can see down below, this is now owned by me. It cost $17,000 to basically buy the entire map. So I thought that that would be the case. That's generally how Smith 97 designs these maps. So you own the entire land, so that just allows you to do whatever you like to do. So let's carry on with the tour. So as we make our way up the hill here, I'll just zoom out up to the sheep and cow pasture. You can see these... unploughed or unworked land that's basically covered in grass at the moment, so you do have the ability obviously to get in there, plough it up and then start preparing it to be able to plant crops. So that's one thing you can go ahead and do. We've got a quarry over there to the left hand side, nice land feature right there. The only thing with these lands obviously is going to be a little bit challenging perhaps to work those up given how steep they are, but some of these will actually work out quite nicely for you, particularly if you're looking to build a bit of income. You want to get as many lands worked in as you can. We've got a little homestead here, so let's just jump out and check out the features right here. Right, we've just got a little shed, so obviously if you're going to be working some of the stuff up here, it's a good storage shed. And then we have a house here, a double garage with no doors. Allows the air to flow easily, and it doesn't look like you can jump in there. It's just a basic building by the looks of it. If we jump out here, we're going to have a little bit of a view over the entire landscape right here. So it's definitely a decent sized map, and you can see those unworked fields down there, but also those workable fields that are all pretty much ready to go. They do need a little bit of work, but not too much. Anyway, let's jump up to the sheep pasture. Okay, looks like we've got the shearing shed right here. And some of the holding pens. So this looks like this is where the sheep pasture is, but I assume that it can be used for both sheep and cows. As you can see, a number of fields up the top here, which give you a few options. I mean, with some of the mods you've got out there, you might decide to perhaps put some bees up there, or some other sort of income generating sort of mod that you can throw into the game. So maybe that's something you might look at here. As we can see in the distance here, we've got a hay barn, so let's go and check that out. We've just stopped here, and as you can see, we've got the triggers sitting around the place here for the feeding of your animals. We've got the water trough, etc. So that's all ready to go. And as we make our way over here, we start to get to this little storage shed over here, which is generally designed for hay, but can be used to store vehicles or whatever you want. You might actually put root crops in there, or anything really. So it does give you a few options right there to decide what you want to do. So let's make our way. We're pretty much right on the sort of western edge of the map, and as you can see, we've got a dirt road that sort of circumnavigates the entire map, so you can sort of get around in between the fields quite easily. And we're sort of working our way up into the northwest, north part of the map, and as you can see, there's plenty of room to plant additional crops if that's something you want to look to do. Heaps of space up here. So once you start getting a decent workforce together, as we work over the top of the hill, you can see that some of these fields right here are a little bit more workable. I mean, it is quite steep on this face right here, but as we go down here, you've got some much bigger pieces of land that you can get in there and do whatever you like, and that might be planting some trees, doing some forestry or something like that. As you can see in the background there goes that large forest that we talked about earlier. But some nice detail around here. I really love these wire fences. Really reminds me of the of a typical New Zealand farm. As we work away, we're really working our way from west to east now, across right at the top of the map. But it looks like there, I mean, I tell you, if you get in there with your forestry equipment, you can make a heck of a lot of money. There's a few gates that open and close. Make sure you close them, by the way. Don't want any of those animals escaping. I'll open both of these right here, and we can check out what's going on over here. Heaps of gates and opportunities to make some money. So another storage shed right here, and it looks like some loading pens here for some sheep or similar type livestock. All looking pretty good. All sort of joined together by these gravel roads, which look quite good. And we get down there, and those actually look like cow sheds or something similar. So we'll go down there and take a closer look. But yeah, plenty of room to go ahead and do whatever you like. I mean, obviously these are grass at the moment, so a good opportunity to go and mow a whole lot of grass, create some silage, which you can obviously use for food for the animals, or you can go ahead and sell grass bales or silage itself. So plenty of opportunity. One thing I have noticed is that I'm getting pretty good frames here. In fact, I'm getting very good frames here. One thing that used to bug me in Farming Sim 2017 is, like, as soon as you got a build up of trees, things started to get a little bit choppy. That could have been a reflection of my system at the time, but it really was more along the fact of just the additional textures being rendered, just the game not handling it. So it's good to be able to drive around the entire map and it being completely smooth. So good job on that, Smith. Let's jump over this gate, and here we are. We're at the dairy farm part of the farm, the milking station. We've got what have we got right here? We've got some extra strong fertilizer right here, and we've obviously got the cow pens. So this will be the cow. I was going to say cow storage. That's not the technical term for it, but obviously this is where you can raise your cows. Which can, I assume there's some milk producing mods or something like that that can be put into the game. Once again, I'm not as familiar with Farming Simulator 2019, but I'm sure that's a part of it. If it's not built into the game, it certainly will be something. This looks like it's a slurry pit or something similar over here. Or actually, with the tyres, it could actually quite conceivably just be a silage. There we go. Look, that opens up, by the way. That's cool. Oh, I love this. This looks real cool with all these tyres. Can I pick up tyre? I can't pick up the tyre. Sometimes you can. Actually, this might be a silage pit, actually, and a naturally formed silage pit. I really like it. That is a real nice feature. Nice work, Smith, on that. Love it. As we work our way back down through these through the road. I wonder if this is slurry. It might be. It doesn't tell me. It kind of looks like it should be, maybe. I'm not too sure. I assume there's a slurry pit around here somewhere. Let's jump over these fences. Man, look at those. I can jump them in a single bound. That KFC is worn off. And we've got another couple of silage pits right here. These are a little bit bigger than the other ones. So definitely right there you can make plenty. Now these fields here are really primed to you either mow, put into bales, sell them off, or put into silage, whatever you might decide to do. Nice and flat. So I kind of like the layout of this map because you've got the hills around the outside, providing a bit more challenge, particularly with the forests and stuff like that. From an income producing point of view, are going to be pretty good. But you've got these nice flat fields down the bottom. Makes it nice and easy to go ahead, do your cultivating, do your ploughing, doing your harvesting, everything you need to do. It's always just a bit easier on the flat. But then again, once you get those all filled up and you're looking for something a bit more, you can jump up into the hills and start working on those. But yeah, it definitely gives me the feel of a New Zealand farm. Got the right colours, got the right kind of fencing, roading, that sort of stuff. So yeah, once again, a great job. So we work our way around here. We've got the dog, the good old Doge, following us. And we've got some static cows or calves over in those... let's just drive over here. Sorry about those native seedlings, everybody. Watch out, Doge. Yeah, we've got some little calves, static calves there and there. A very old piece of equipment. Another storage shed. Another loading... little loading wall right there. And we jump out here. We've got someone's left the roller sitting there doing nothing. Just stop here, and that water looks really sensational. Beautiful New Zealand drinking water right there. Although, yeah, maybe don't drink that. And so we'll work our way around here, and we'll go and check out the farmhouse. We're just about done and dusted with the tour, everybody. I hope you like the farm. I think it's a fantastic job. I'd actually forgotten just really how good the upgrade of colours, or probably lighting actually, Farming Simulator 2019 versus 17. Certainly the lighting is much better. It gives a much more realistic feel. I was driving on the right hand side of the road in New Zealand. It's on the left. That could well be a fuel. Yeah, I think that is definitely fuel. And we've got a beat up old shed here. Not really going to keep many things all that dry, but could be okay. It's got a skip bin right there, an old trailer. Probably not much use to anybody at the moment. Got that little forest in the middle right over there, so I assume once again that's something you can go ahead and do some logging on. And here goes your house. I think this is the main house. Can I open it? No, it's just a static image right there, but that's cool. And here goes another field. Like so these fields aren't altogether really. Can I jump on top of here? I can indeed. So it's not a massive field, so it wouldn't take you too long to go ahead and work it up and harvest it. But one thing I'd probably look at doing potentially is you could join these fields quite easily, knock down these trees, and go ahead and join them up. So that's one option for you. And then there we go over there. There goes the silos in the main part of the farm that we looked at before. So nice. Okay, we'll just work our way round through the sort of northeast and southeast part of the farm, and then we're pretty much done and dusted. Okay, we've had to turn around because the map pretty much ends over there. And if we take a look at the map right here, you can see that the road doesn't extend down to the down from the sort of north to the south part of the farm. It's got that one main road going through the middle, then separated with the hills over to the western side. Then our already prepared fields down here on the flat. We then got our selling stations around here. We've got a few fuel stations dotted around, so it makes it nice and easy. Let me flick those back up. The spinnery, and we've got our farm silo there, which we've looked at already. Cows and sheep up on the hill. So there we go, ladies and gentlemen. So there we go. This is Otangiwai. It's by Smith97 for Farming Simulator 19. Looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. So if you'd like me to do a bit of a series on here, we can see if we can remember how to actually make some money in this game. So let me know if you'd like me to do that down in the comments. Something just a little bit different for the channel. But I do appreciate you checking out the video. If you did enjoy it, please smash the like button down below. Subscribe if you are new. And until next time, everybody, take it easy.